Alright, welcome everyone. Fellow YouTuber KookiAutumn got asked on Tumblr how they would rate each popular night candidate, so to say, and they were so graceful to even put a template in their post so everyone can do that as well, and it sounded really fun, so I want to do it too. So the favorite candidates are Kris, Des, Maya, Holiday, Gerson and Alvin, Ezreal, Kara, Gasta, Vessel, Asgore, the 7 Days, 7 Nights, Theory Alphys, Rules Cast, Papyrus, and Bonus Space. I don't really know another popular night, I guess. So in the end, it could just be Toby Fox. We'll say Bonus Space is a completely new character, I guess. So, alright. The criteria are narrative power, lore coherence, and personal bias. Narrative power means would it make for a good story or twist. Lore coherence is does it make sense with the world building. And personal bias, how much you personally like the idea. So, let's go. I have this little yellow thingy, I'm not pasting the stars. Alright, narrative power with Kris. I'll give it 3 stars. I think there definitely is narrative potential. Just, it's that I think there's also narrative potential if they aren't the knight, and personally I'm more in favor of the narrative that Kris didn't really have a choice in us possessing them, etc, and that it is very, very interesting in most cases, but I just find this one interesting, which will later also play into my personal bias. Firstly, lore coherence. For me, I guess could make sense lore-wise somehow. What could speak for Kris being the knight in terms of lore is that we override their save file that exists in the first Dark World, even though I have no idea why Kris would even have a save file in the Dark World, rather. The problem is that Kris definitely walked a few steps back when we first discovered this seemingly ancient Dark World, so it doesn't really make sense why they would have this save file there with 0 play hours, etc. Yeah, personal bias. Again, it could be interesting, but I don't want Kris to be the knight for Ralsei's sake. And because I like the angle with Kris being not the knight more, but we'll see. I totally understand now why people would think Kris could be the knight. I'll give the lore coherence maybe 2. In Cookie's sheet of this, he said that it's literally impossible for Kris being the knight. I don't know. Could be not. I don't know why it would be impossible. Lore-wise. But, for example, I watched a video recently where it said, like, Kris being super sleepy the next day totally speaks for them walking to the library, opening the phone and then walking back. Meanwhile, I was like, firstly, Kris didn't have to stay up the whole night. I never thought of that. And secondly, I always, that's why I find Kris not being the knight so interesting. If Kris rips out our soul, that maybe we're sort of tied to the life energy or something, and that they literally can't go too far away from us or something, or stay too long without us, you know what I mean. Alright, Des, narrative power. I won't give her the full 5 stars, but I give 4 stars. Firstly, this was still when I was very deep in the brain rot, so I can't really explain it right now. But I really like the idea of, that's kind of a spoiler for Water 3E, but in the game, a certain someone that's related to our main protagonist turns out to be part of the bad guys. And I can totally see Toby taking some inspiration from there as well. I'll give Des so many points because, not that she has narrative power, but I think it would be better if this character that is highly foreshadowed turned out to be pretty important to the plot in some way. That's why I also give her 5 stars in terms of personal bias. And lore coherence, I don't know. I'll give her 3 stars because it does make sense, but if we learn more about where she's trapped and it doesn't make sense for her to get out of there in any way, then yeah, these 2 stars shouldn't be there. Alright, Maya Holiday. I mean, she will be a very important person in the story later. I understand the theory that she's the knight because she maybe wants to find this, etc. Don't find it as strong right now, I don't know. It's again personal bias. I genuinely don't care if she's the knight or not. I'll just give her 2 stars. Lore coherence makes as much sense as this, I think. In terms of lore, I mean, maybe that's why she's so busy. Okay, Alvin. Yeah, no, we have one foreshadowing thingy with Alvin that could hint to him being the knight, but boy doesn't even have a dog sprite. I don't know. Nothing in the lore says he couldn't be the knight, but why would he be? I also genuinely don't care, but again, he doesn't even have a talk sprite. Why would I care about him in general? Okay, Gerson is dead, so I don't see how this could be beneficial for the narrative. Maybe I won't give him a star here. Oh no, shame, Krista. And personal bias, I don't know. No. I don't see why he should be. Okay, those 2 I'll leave completely out because no lore coherence. Asriel is in college. Asriel is alive. Okay. It doesn't make sense to say no, Asriel is dead because Undertale. It doesn't make sense. Okay. Why would he be dead because of a different game? When in this game so many things are already different. For example, Asriel and Burger Pants are actually at the same age instead of one is 100 years older than the other. Okay, enough things are different in Deltarune to say yes, Asriel is alive and he's just in college. I'm sorry for the rant. I'll leave this like that. Yeah, Kara also doesn't make sense. Kara is another character, and why would there be Kara in Deltarune? Doesn't really know. Okay, Gaster is so... I mean, it's Gaster. Basically, the whole game is kind of about him and what he did, and not about him, but, you know, haunting the narrative. So, since he haunts it, he may as well get 3 stars. I don't know. 3 stars just because the whole Gaster shtick is happening in the background, and kind of a shock for the rest of the characters then. Even though maybe if Gaster is the knight, then this may be a nice way to tie those 2 plot points together. Lore coherence, sure, why not? I don't know. Being shattered across time and space doesn't mean you can't do anything, I guess. I, again, genuinely don't care. I thought for a long while Gaster was actually the knight, like in the chapter 1 days. But everyone kind of thought that, don't they? No. I don't know. I mean, it's a vessel, right? I mean, we created them so quickly before the story even started. We don't know how much time has passed. I feel like we created them immediately before and then they got discarded. I don't see how they could have been like, I got discarded, okay. I'm going to turn the world into darkness now or something. it could still be interesting, I guess. So like the one that should have been possessed seeking vengeance or something against the one that didn't want to be possessed or whatever. I don't see really how. I'll give them 1 star. They got discarded, trademark. They may come back. I'm looking forward when they might come back, but don't care. I don't see how, really. How Asgore being the knight could have narrative power, really. Is there an official Asgore knight theory? I mean, his life kinda sucks, but that's about it, right? Why would he plunge the world into darkness? In Undertale, he was so overwhelmed by grief, but right now he's just kind of miserable and sad. I don't see it, no. Anyone could be the knight, might as well him, I guess. I don't know. With law coherence, he opened a dark fountain in Elektrentschrückung, so this is of course a fanfiction, but don't see why he couldn't open one, you know? Don't care, I don't know. I don't see why he would be... Why shouldn't he be? If he wanted to, he could. I'll give it a 1 in law coherence. Narrative, I didn't listen to the full 7 days, 7 nights theory, but kind of makes sense as each day someone could open another fountain, but I don't know, it kind of gets too much, I think. Like, the theory is that each fountain was opened by a different person. I feel like this is too much to then conclude in the end, I guess. I don't know, I feel like for narrative purposes, either there has to be a very much connecting feature about every night, or it just has to be one person, I don't know. I really don't know. Yeah, not my favorite, could happen, I don't know. Okay, Alphys, no. I don't see it at all, why would she? Yes, she's also kind of lonely again, but... she's getting herself a nice fish girlfriend. She won't be lonely forever. Also, Alphys is just in the background. Alphys is a background character, I don't see it at all. I love Alphys, but no. She could if she wanted to again, and did I give Asgore narrative power? I already forgot. No, Alphys also doesn't get narrative power. I mean, okay, little Alphys tangent, but many people don't like her in Undertale, and I feel like Alphys in Deltarune is like the most lovable Alphys, even for the people that didn't like her in Undertale, because this major flaw of melting several monsters doesn't exist, and she also didn't lie about a pretty huge thing, and didn't hide in her lab away for potentially years. I don't know. And this doesn't exist in Deltarune. She's just she's a teacher, meaning her very caring side is still there. She even shows this in like asking Kris after sleeping through the entire class, Kris, are you okay? I usually don't sleep this long, and maybe I can give you advice in terms of, and if friendship, and if Susie bothers you, talk to me or something, whatever. So, yeah, Alphys is still her same old caring, shy, lonely self. But, I don't know. I mean, she does way better than an Undertale. I could see Undertale Alphys doing this, but this is Deltarune Alphys. Yeah. Rules card is a meme. No. It would be funny if Rules turned out to be the knight, but he can't be really. He's a darkner. We know he's a darkner. He turns to stone. I give him 4 stars for being very funny as the knight, though it would be hilarious. Okay, Papyrus. This is the like I can't see it. I can't see it for Undertale Papyrus, but Deltarune Papyrus. I get the theory. I totally get it. Could do it if he wanted to. Again, I don't want him to be the knight though. Because just simply because he's from Undertale. Even if the skeletons are more tightly tied to Deltarune, because maybe Gaster is a skeleton and Gaster connection with Sans Papyrus, etc. And the don't forget picture and Sans slab, but I don't want Undertale to be. I don't want Deltarune to be out Undertale characters except Toriel because she kind of has to because she's Kris's mom. But alright, I don't know. Completely new character. Would be the same as maybe any other knight. How many points did I give Kris? Okay. Would fill out the same role. Could be anyone. I don't know. Maybe 3.5 stars. Yeah. Low coherence. Totally. If it's a completely new character, doesn't have to be one we already know. Really. I don't want it to be. I mean, I don't care. I want it to be Des, but could be a newbie. See what I did? Alright, maybe there's more to think about here. I'll link you the Tumblr post in the comments so you can try it out as well. Filled out by... Does it look like a heart? Yes. Thank you for watching.